As conflict in East rages on, Ukraine gets danger to stay the European dream. 2/10 Brussels, Kyiv. As war rages in Ukraine's east, Kyiv obtained a prime increase on Friday when the European Union encouraged that it emerge as a candidate to sign up for the bloc, foreshadowing a dramatic geopolitical shift in the wake of Russia's invasion. At a summit next week, EU leaders are expected to advocate the suggestions by the bloc's executive for Ukraine and neighboring Moldova. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated on Twitter, NYSE, TWTR, the bravery of Ukrainians had brought in possibility for Europe to create a new history of freedom, and ultimately remove the grey sector in Eastern Europe among the EU and Russia. As diplomacy superior with Brussels, severe preventing persisted inside the JAP location of Donbass, in which Russia seeks to solidify and amplify current gains, at the same time as British Prime Minister Boris Johnson made a Marvel go-to to the capital, Kyiv. Zelensky stated in a nightly televised address that the choice of EU member states stays to be seen, however brought. You can simplest imagine without a doubt effective European electricity, European independence and European development with Ukraine. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen introduced the selection even as carrying the Ukrainian shades, represented by way of a yellow blazer over a blue blouse. Ukrainians are ready to die for the European angle, she stated. We want them to stay with us, the European dream. Russian President Vladimir Putin railed on the West, the USA particularly, in a grievance-filled speech in St. Petersburg, but sought to play down the EU problem. We have nothing towards it, he said. It isn't an army bloc. It's the proper of any United States of America to join financial union. However, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said Russia become carefully following Ukraine's EU bid, in particular in the light of extended defense cooperation most of the 27-member bloc. Ukraine implemented to sign up for the EU 4 days after Russian troops poured throughout its border past due in February. Within days it became joined with the aid of Moldova and Georgia, smaller former Soviet states also contending with separatist regions subsidized with the aid of Russia. Although simplest, the begin of a manner that may run for years and require massive reforms, the pass by way of the European Commission places Kyiv on path to comprehend an aspiration seen as out of reach just months ago. One of Putin's stated targets in launching what Moscow calls a unique military operation that has killed heaps of people, destroyed towns and sent tens of millions fleeing turned into to halt the West's eastward enlargement through the NATO-Navy alliance. But Friday's assertion underlined how the war has had the other impact, convincing Finland and Sweden to enroll in NATO, and now the EU to embark on doubtlessly its maximum formidable enlargement due to the fact that welcoming Eastern European states after the Cold War. Heightening the global showdown, Russian media broadcast pictures of what they stated have been 2 Americans captured at the same time as fighting for Ukraine. I am against war, the men stated in separate video clips posted on social media. Postsoviet generation EU membership isn't always guaranteed. Talks have been stalled for years with Turkey, a candidate, due to the fact that 1999. But if admitted, Ukraine will be the EU's largest United States by place and its 5th maximum populace. Ukraine and Moldova are a long way poorer than cutting-edge EU individuals and have recent histories of volatile politics and organized crime, similarly to their conflicts with Russian-backed separatists. But in Zelensky, 44, and Maya Sandu, 50, they've pro-Western leaders who got here of age out of doors the Soviet Union. Johnson, the contemporary in a string of overseas leaders journeying Kyiv, supplied schooling for Ukrainian forces and stated Britain could stand by means of the Ukrainian humans until you in the end be triumphant. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba urged the West not to suggest peace initiatives with unacceptable phrases, in an apparent connection with comments this month by means of French President Emmanuel Macron that locating a diplomatic solution requires now not humiliating Russia. Instead, Kuleba wrote in an online article inside the magazine Foreign Policy, the West have to help Ukraine win, no longer just by means of providing heavy guns however via preserving and increasing sanctions towards Moscow. The West cannot come up with the money for any sanctions fatigue, no matter the broader economic fees, he wrote.